Roasted Brussels sprouts have been all the rage for years, but I've got a different twist on them. We're going to turn them into Kung Pao Brussels sprouts. Let's get cooking with style. If you've ever made roasted Brussels sprouts, then there is nothing different as far as the beginning of this. We're just going to take a little bit of olive oil, drizzle that over the top, a good healthy pinch of salt, I'm talking about maybe a teaspoon, and then about maybe a half a teaspoon of black pepper. And you're just going to toss this. And all we're going to do is we're just going to coat the Brussels sprouts here, and then we're going to put them on our baking dish. The only difference here is, because we want consistency in this, is when we put them on the pan, is we're going to take them and turn them all so they're cut side down. So I'm going to do these. It'll take a few minutes. Come back when I'm done. You're probably asking yourself, why am I flipping all of these over? Well, it's so we get caramelization of the Brussels sprouts on that side. Let's get these in the oven. The oven's heated to 400 degrees. We'll pop these in, turn them once. Let's go make the Kung Pao sauce. What makes these roasted Brussels sprouts different is we're making a Kung Pao sauce. The ingredients, pretty basic. We've got some sesame seed oil that's been roasted. That's pretty straightforward. This is rice wine vinegar, sriracha. By the way, this stuff apparently is going to be a shortage of it this summer. Soy, and then we've got a little bit of honey. You can also use maple syrup if you'd like to do that. And all we're gonna do with this, oh, and don't forget a little bit of garlic. We're gonna take this and mix this up a little bit, let it kind of sit for about 20 minutes while our Brussels sprouts roast, and that's what we'll do with this. Toss them in the Brussels sprouts. So it's been about 15 minutes. Let's take a look at these guys, and you can see there's a nice caramelization. We'll just give them a little bit of a toss, and you don't have to get them all tossed perfectly. It's just to make sure that we get them to move around a little bit, and we'll pop them back in there for another 10 or 15 minutes. All right, we've got some nice caramelization on these Brussels sprouts. Let's bring them over here and Kung Pao them up. So they're toasty hot, so be careful. And a few will want to get away, of course. We'll get those guys. Set those off to the side. And now you remember that Kung Pao sauce. Give it a good swirl again. And then just drizzle that over the top. I mean, this is really how simple this is. We'll give this a nice little toss so everything's coated really nice and well. And you know, this would be great if you were just going to do some sticky rice in these Brussels sprouts, but we're going to serve them as a side dish here. Get them adjusted in here so they look nice and pretty. And then to this, I'm going to take some cilantro, put that over the top, then a little scallions or green onions, and then I roasted some salted peanuts. Now you could use unsalted if you'd like, but I like the salted because that gives me the crunchy taste of the salt and the peanuts that are toasted in there. This is a super good side dish, or you could serve it as the main course. Some Kung Pao Brussels sprouts, totally different than what you're used to having. Get this recipe at cbs8.com/recipes. That's Cooking with Styles. Enjoy.